Hello, and welcome to a Lowman guide to Trio Last Wish. Here are some timestamps of each encounter, so feel free to skip to any of them or to pause the video if needed. Kalli can be done with the cheese or just normally. If opting for the cheese, you want to have a continuous damage over time effect on Kalli as her shield first goes down in the center before she teleports to a plate that you have stood on just after. Wither Horde, Anarchy and Scorching melee effects all work for this. Then once she has teleported, you need to do continuous damage to her again or she will teleport away. For the legit version, it is done as with a 6-man fire team. Just make sure each of you get 2 plates so you can cover all of the 6 symbols in the center. Shuro-Chi is done pretty much the same way as normal. The only mechanic to get around is the plate puzzle rooms in between floors. This can be done by bugging the plates so they are permanently active, or by using swords to quickly activate 2 plates as the other 2 players stand on the other 2 remaining plates. Bugging them is very easy though. Simply climb up this rock to the right of the rally banner and head to either one of the rooms. Once there, step on a plate, jump off, then quickly sword swing back onto the plate again. I prefer doing this with a sword with 0 ammo and no eager edge active, as the distance and timing feel perfect for me. You should make sure once you've sworded back onto the plate that you stay on it for about a second before stepping off again. Then you'll see if it is glowing, then you have done it correctly. If you mess it up by being too fast or slow, then you can just die by standing on the plate and trying it again as many times as you need. Do this to every plate in both rooms, and you're good to go. Remember, if you wipe, you'll have to redo this. The more legit way is just getting there normally during the encounter and using swords to activate multiple plates at once. If the 2 plates you need to activate are 2 spaces apart that are not diagonal corners, then you will need to eager edge light swing from one to the other, whilst the other 2 players cover whatever plates are left. If the 2 plates are diagonally next to each other, then you will need to use a vortex frame sword and use the heavy attack without eager edge to land on that second plate. If the 2 plates are right next to each other, then simply do a light attack from one to the other without eager edge. This will require a fair amount of coordination and remembering which plates you've already interacted with, along with the extra time it will take. Morgeth requires a bit of a bug also to complete. A Void Titan with the Sentinel Shield Super is best, but an Arc Hunter with Arc Staff can work for it too. You want a player on left and right, and the Void Titan or Arc Hunter to be in the middle. To start, you want the Titan to pick up the first tick in strength, and to either die right as they pick it up, so as to get rid of it and not use up a revive, or to use the joining ally spot underneath the bridge to despawn it. Then, kill adds as normal and spawn the 2 taken strength on left and right, You can force one of the sides to be stuck by one of the players picking up both and the other player not picking any up or only picking up one, until the player with 2 is detained. We chose to force right. Once detained, the player on left can pick up his second, and the Titan can cleanse the stuck player on right in this case. Now, simply kill more adds to spawn a second set of 2 taken strengths on left and right, and have the Void Titan cast a Sentinel Shield super and pick up the 2 taken strength on right whilst holding block. The Hunter can do so in the same way with their super. This will allow the Titan to overflow their taken strength to ×4 and not die. There is a 50-50 chance that the Titan will be detained. If they are, it is a wipe, but you can make this a 100% chance they will not be detained if that player quickly picks up an Eye of Riven as soon as they have their ×4. This forces the player on left with 2 taken strengths to be detained, and the player on right can cleanse them. Now the player on left can pick up their second set of 2 taken strengths, and when everyone is ready for damage, the Titan can pick up the final one in center. They will not die from this either. Here is a visual of the taken strengths and the players on a map. First is picked up and despawned under the bridge through joining allies, or by dying at the same time as pickup. Second and third are picked up on right, and they are detained. Fourth and fifth are picked up on left. The Titan cleanses the right player, so second and third are with him now. Sixth and seventh are picked up on right by the Titan using the super and blocking as they pass through the taken strengths. Then they pick up an Eye of Riven, or just bank on the 50-50 that the left player gets detained second. Right player then cleanses that left player, so the right player now has 4th and 5th. Left player is now free to pick up 8th and 9th. And the Titan picks up the final 10th in the center for damage. The vault is done completely the same as with 6 players. The only difference is just making sure the 2 that are not running are keeping on top of the knights by staying in the center room. Tractor cannon is great for stopping them. Riven is very easy also, as most people will probably opt for the cheese. If you want to do it legit, then just make sure that whoever is on the solo side knows how to solo cleanse. This is done just by jumping off of the platform almost immediately after stepping on, so that the symbols show up for just a second as you're falling, and hopefully you can spot where you need to cleanse. Otherwise, the cheese is just 3 Stasis Titans using the Glacial Quake super heavy attack on her claw with a tractor cannon applied, and it should be GG very easily. Queenswalk is what it is, unfortunately, and just requires you to eager edge each other to get to the Techians on time. Some tips are to stick to light attacks mostly, so as to not overshoot or slam the runner into the wall and end up killing them. Always have the same person start running by dying so the Fates Chosen moves to that person. Using Forbearance and a sniper to clear adds quickly and phalanxes from a distance. Picking up the taken strength inside of the heart at the very last moment. Having 100 mobility. And not jumping as you're the runner, or eager edges can easily miss. But once you have been eager edged, you can jump just after to carry your momentum further. Swapping to tractor cannon and tractoring an enemy as the final runner will give you an extra movement boost to also help you reach the end easier. Of course, currently we are able to use transcendence to make this encounter laughably easy. However, this could be patched at any time, as many other things like this have been in the past with diamond lancers and warmind cells. But assuming this stays as a thing, you can all run prismatic and build your transcendence and use it to drop the heart before it reaches 0 and teleports you. There are ways to do it more or less infinitely, however the easiest way is to just do a single cancel. Once the heart's timer reaches near 0, activate your transcendence, then quickly use your super to cancel it. The timing is very forgiving, but still be very quick. The transcendence drops the heart, and your super cancels the transcendence. Make sure to use a fast super such as Thunder Crash on Titan or Storm's Edge on Hunter. Doing this will mean each of you can run with the heart 3 times and still extend the timer 2 times from inside. With this, you should be able to do it without even eager edging. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new, and I'll see you next time.